Welcome to LifeShift Tales, where we show and tell inspiring stories that shift your mind and your life. This story carries a lesson so powerful that after hearing it, you may look at success completely differently. Listen carefully, because what you're about to learn might be the wake-up call you've been ignoring for years. Most of us want success, freedom, and a meaningful life. But very few people understand the hidden rule that actually unlocks success. A person's greatness is not determined by where they are today. It is determined by what they believe about themselves. That is why some people start with nothing and end up creating everything. Elon Musk wasn't born with rockets. Steve Jobs wasn't born with Apple. Jeff Bezos didn't start with billions. They started with thoughts, with belief, with vision. Napoleon Hill famously said, "What you think about, you become." But if this is true, why do millions of people still struggle to succeed? Why do so many dreams stay dreams? Do they not think big enough? Do they not want success badly enough? Or is there something deeper that nobody teaches us when we are growing up? Today's story answers that question. Once, in a crowded railway station, there lived a beggar. His entire life was a cycle. Wake up, wait for passengers, ask for money, survive another day. He believed this was all he was meant to do. One morning, he noticed a well-dressed businessman, confident, successful, someone who clearly lived a different life. The beggar thought, "This man must be rich. If anyone will give me money, it's him." So he walked toward him, stretched out his hand and waited. But instead of giving money, the businessman asked a question that pierced straight through his soul. "Do you always just take? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar was surprised. No one had ever spoken to him like that before. He replied softly, almost embarrassed, "Sir, I am just a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give." The businessman paused, smiled slightly, and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then why should anyone give you anything?" Then he boarded his train and left. That sentence burned inside the beggar's mind like fire. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept hearing the same words. "If you believe you have nothing to give, why should anyone give you anything?" He realized something painful. He had spent years waiting for people to help him, but he never offered anything in return. He whispered to himself, "Maybe that's why people give so little, because I give nothing." The next few days, he didn't ask anybody for money. He just sat and thought. Then one morning, he noticed beautiful wildflowers growing near the tracks, bright and colorful. A new thought entered his mind. What if, instead of begging, I offer something? What if I give people a flower when they give me money? So he tried it. And something unbelievable happened. People smiled. Some thanked him. Some even said this made their day. He realized something powerful. People don't like being asked, but they love receiving something valuable. Slowly, the beggar stopped seeing himself as just a beggar. He began thinking like someone who could provide something, someone who could offer value, someone who could make people smile. A few weeks later, the businessman returned. The beggar ran to him excitedly and said, "Sir, today if you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled proudly and said, "Now you understand the value of exchange. Today, you are no longer a beggar, you are a businessman." Time passed, seasons changed. 6 months later, the businessman returned to the same station. He saw a well-dressed man selling flowers professionally, talking to customers, smiling confidently. The businessman looked at him carefully and said, "Wait, aren't you the beggar?" The man laughed gently and said, "Yes, that was me, but not anymore." The businessman asked, "What changed?" He replied, "I realized I was never actually a beggar. I just never believed I had something to give." Listen carefully. Most people are not weak. They just believe they are. Most people are not stuck. They just believe they cannot change. Life does not limit us. Our thoughts do. People stay small because they think small. People stay stuck because they believe they are stuck. But the moment you see yourself differently, your life starts moving differently. Today, success is not about being the smartest, and it's not about being lucky. It's about learning one powerful rule. The world gives value to those who give value first. Remember this forever. You are not who you are who you believe you are. If you believe you're small, you will remain small. If you believe you have nothing, you will never receive anything. But if you believe you have something to give, you already stepped into the path of success. If this story touched you, give it a thumbs up. Comment, "I will give value first." Share it with someone who needs this message today. And remember, one story can change everything. Subscribe to LifeShift Tales. Your transformation begins now.